The Gering Library Foundation Board is back to square one after their bid on the former DHHS building fell through. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, the president of the Gering Library Foundation Board spoke to the Gering City Council this week, providing their 2022 update. Charles Liskey said the board's main goal was to locate and secure a new building for the library for the citizens of Gering to use, and the former DHHS building on 10th Street was the perfect spot. After securing partnerships, grants, and funding, they did submit an offer to the county to purchase the building. After a counteroffer was brought forth, the City of Gering asked the Library Foundation Board to pause negotiations. The county has now entered into a contract with the new buyer, and Lesky says it's now back to the drawing board.
From our perspective, we don't believe that we're going to be able to offer anything more than we already have, which is a fully renovated building with an endowment. And so as a group, we're going to be spending the beginning of 2023 here reevaluating what direction we're going to go. So,
Mayor Kent Ewing thanked Liskey for the report, noting that he learned some things that he was unaware of and wanted to continue the discussion later down the road. Well, the Board of Trustees announced 4 finalists in the search for the 12th president of Chadron State College. The President's Search Committee has identified 4 finalists for Chadron State. The 4 finalists are Dr. John Fritsch, Dr. Jody Kupper, Dr. Brent A. Marsh, and Dr. Ron K. Patterson. During their campus visits, the finalists will spend time meeting various college groups, touring CSC and the community, and interviewing with the Board of Trustees of the Nebraska State Colleges. After serving 10 years as Chadron State President, Dr. Randy Ryan will retire on June 30th. We'll have more news right after this.
Swipe right, swipe left, endlessly searching. Finding the perfect match isn't always perfect, but it can be when it comes to finances. Nora found the perfect business loan. Jenny opened her first savings account. Grammy loves her checking account. We found a match for Wilson Farms. The Sandersons were matched with a mortgage. Regardless of your financial situation, Platte Valley Bank will match you with the perfect solution. Find your match at Platte Valley Bank.
Fogs, FOGs, fats, oil, and greases can build up in the sewer pipes and lead to damaging clogs and sewer backups in your home or business. Here are some proper disposal techniques. Don't pour fogs down sinks or drains. Store grease in containers with tight-fitting lids and once full, discard in the trash.
Next, don't rinse grease off your cookware prior to washing.
Finally, only flush toilet paper. Flushable wipes give fogs something to cling to and build up. Tri-City Stormwater wants you to remember it's our water, our responsibility.
This isn't just a beautiful hospital. It's the home to exceptional patient care. This is where specialty clinics meet your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. This is us. Box Butte General Hospital. Great things are happening here.
Welcome back. Nebraska lawmakers continued to be bogged down yesterday in a debate over rules for stalling bills. Bayard Senator Steve Erdman offered a proposal that would allow for only one motion to postpone to be put forward at a time.
On general file, it's used once per day. So if general file lasts 2 days, you can use it one day and then the second day. On select file, you can use it once. And if select file lasts 2 days, you can use it twice, every day that it's up for debate on that stage of debate. So if general file lasts 2 days, you can use it 2 times. But it can only be used once a day on each round of debate. I don't know how I can make it much more plain than that.
Opponents of the rule change say it is a retaliatory measure because the majority doesn't like the rules that were set forth at the beginning of the session.
And think how counterproductive that is. We could have already been through Senator Wishart's bill, probably nearing closure, that we all agree upon and want, if we didn't have a 4-hour sideshow on a rules debate that is unprecedented, that is problematic, that doesn't honor our rules, that tries to do 4 things, that cuts out the public hearing. It just takes more time.
Ultimately, the legislature voted 31-13 in favor of the rule suspension, and afterwards, lawmakers took up LB 276, which would implement a certified community behavioral health clinic model in Nebraska. Well, Gering Public Schools has announced that Gering alumnus Jesse Neusbauer has been named principal of Lincoln Elementary beginning next school year. He has been an elementary school teacher for the past 10 years, with the past 6 at Longfellow Elementary in Scottsbluff. He will succeed Principal Pam Barker, who has announced her retirement after serving in the district for 42 years. And the city of Torrington took time to honor one of its longest-serving employees. Last week, city officials congratulated Billy Janes on his final retirement from the city of Torrington after 50 years of faithful service. Janes' career began in 1973 as a police officer, worked up the ranks, and served as police chief for 30 years. He retired from law enforcement in 2015 and took on a part-time role as the City of Torrington Safety Coordinator, where he has continued to serve until his final retirement last week.
Welcome to Kelly's, home of the Valley's best selection of wine, spirits, and beer. Whether you're brand loyal to the tried and true brew or really enjoy trying something different and new, Kelly's has something for everyone. Family owned and operated and right on your way on West 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Kelly's Liquor. If you can't find it at Kelly's, it's not worth drinking.
For this week's featured Pet of the Week, we meet Corn, a 6-year-old Chihuahua mix who's been at the Panhandle Humane Society since the beginning of March. Staff says he's a smaller dog, but has a lot of personality. He is sweet and gentle, but also has a wild side when it comes to playing. His adoption cost is $150, and that includes his neuter, microchipping, and all vaccinations. Plus, whoever adopts Corn Dog will also receive a $25 Murdoch's gift card to start spoiling him right away. Well, let's take a peek at what's happening on your midweek community calendar. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. Community strong with the people you know and trust.
Panhandle Trails Intercity Public Transit, based in Alliance, Nebraska, is the only intercity bus serving Nebraska Panhandle communities and Pine Ridge, South Dakota. Panhandle Trails operates a regularly scheduled bus service, assisting you in making connections with Greyhound bus partners, regional airports, healthcare, employment and education opportunities, shopping, family, friends, and more. Panhandle Trails serves the general public of all ages and offers accessible transportation for those with special mobility needs. Let Panhandle Trails help you make your connection. Call 308-761-8747.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you plan for tomorrow while you enjoy today. Our personalized trust services can help you do just that. You've worked hard to build your legacy, and you want to make sure that gets passed on for generations to come. We offer the professional guidance necessary to ensure that happens, according to your wishes. We pride ourselves in being friendly and professional while offering a highly tailored full line of trust and estate planning services to accommodate you. You belong here.
And finally tonight, after 45 years, Rex Nielsen will retire from the UNL Panhandle Research and Extension Education Center in Scottsbluff. Nielsen, a research technologist, says he's worked with several soil scientists, including Charlie Fenster and Frank Anderson, on no-till research and drills.
That we actually were on the, ground floor of developing no-till drills. And we were the first ones to do that here. And then as that progressed a little bit, we actually worked with the engineers from John Deere Company. They actually came out here or they looked at our ideas and then actually pretty significant, because from what we were doing out here kind of was the groundwork for the whole no-till system that we have today.
In the last few years, he has worked on the Western Sugar Project using biochar as a soil additive and a project involving testing a cheatgrass herbicide. Nielsen says retirement will have him back at the ranch near Redington.
My brother and I still have the family ranch, and I'm going to spend a lot more of my time on the ranch. We take cattle in pasture. Some of the research was interesting, but I'll probably miss the people the most that I'm working with now. And that
Nielsen's last day at the center will be this Friday, March 31st. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.